One of Kerala's tourism pioneers often says, tongue-in-cheek, that the phenomenal success of Kerala's tourism sector is owed to the state's aggressive trade unions, which kept the smoke-belching, polluting manufacturing industries out of the state. Come to think of it, in today's context, Kerala should be seeing its trade unions, the Greens and other protesters as real darlings. Mention Kerala and what comes to mind? Lots of greenery, backwaters, beaches, and lots of flags of political parties of all hues, each of which has its trade union, like the AITUC, the INTUC, the CITU, the BMS, and more. Some have even called these unions the political laboratory of India. It's not just the trade unions, but all Keralites seem to have a streak of opposition, protest, and counterview, and see a conspiracy angle to everything, and are deeply focused on their rights. Naturally, the trade unions also focus on getting better wages, benefits, and improved working conditions, but not so much concern about the employer or productivity. Look closely and you can see how even nature is colluding with the state's people in ensuring a slow pace to everything. Kerala has slow-moving backwaters, slow-moving files in government offices, and two immovable political coalitions, the Left Democratic Front and the United Democratic Front, which mostly alternate in power. Trade unions may have influenced creating progressive labor laws as well as social and political reforms, but they are rarely remembered with gratitude. For good reason. In the past, they were accused of preventing mechanization and abetting the closure of many units like Gwalior Rayons or a Toshiba Anand or a Madura Coats. In more recent times, novel methods of tormenting businesses have been invented, like the Nokukuli or the gawking fee, which is a fee that individuals and firms have to pay some unionized workers for their watching you do your work. Not even the ISRO is exempted. A couple of years ago, this was reported. Workers blocked trailer carrying ISRO equipment, rupees 10 lakh, that's a million rupees, Nokukuli demanded, alleges the Vikram Sarabhai Space Center. In short, Kerala's trade unions are accused of delivering two debilitating blows to Kerala's economy and society. One, they drove people away from the state. Two, they drove industries out of the state. But see the impact of both these actions blamed on the trade unions. When they drove people away, it led to Keralites establishing a global diaspora, from Saudi Arabia to South Africa and Canada to Cambodia, which in turn led to copious amounts of inward remittances in dollars and dirhams, pounds and euro, yen and yuan, and what have you. In recent years, these inward remittances have ballooned, and we are talking in trillions of rupees. 2019-20, 1.21 trillion rupees. 2021, 1.32. 21-22, 1.44. 22-23, 1.90. And 23-24, 2.16 trillion rupees. 2.16 trillion annually translates to a per capita of 61,000 plus rupees for every man, woman and child of Kerala's 35 million population. So the new Kerala model is to drive some people away so they'll send home 2 trillion plus rupees annually. Now take a look at the second charge against Kerala's trade unions, that they drove industries away. What has been the impact? Consider what an industrialized area like the Delhi-NCR has achieved. The unwanted crown. 39 of the world's most polluted cities are from India, business standard. Every family in Delhi-NCR has pollution-related health issues survey, NDTV. Don't miss every family. 50 cigarettes, that's what you're inhaling in Delhi today, the Indian Express. And this one almost reads like a troll. After 5 days severe spell, Delhi's air quality improves to very poor. Air quality improves to very poor. Is that a joke? No, serious. Because to have very poor air quality is a dream of Delhiites, because that's an improvement from the severe category. While Delhi suffocates in a gas chamber, Kerala is not content to relax under blue skies and clean air without industries. It wants to keep all new activity out, so that the air quality and environment are maintained in pristine condition. So, when the long-delayed seaplane project was recently relaunched in Kerala, there were more protests. In 2013, when the seaplane was mooted, the CPM opposed it. Now, under the CPM government, the seaplane has been launched from the Kochi backwaters to the Mattupeti Dam. This time, opposition has come from the Forest Department, which feels that the seaplane service will disturb the habitat of wildlife, particularly elephants, and fisherfolk who feel that the fish population will be affected by the seaplane service. The future of the seaplane service is uncertain, but what is sure is continued clear skies and fresh air in God's own country. Aren't Kerala's trade unions, Greens and sundry other protesters such darlings? In retrospect, they've had such care, concern and foresight for human life. Let me sign off with Kerala's latest attempt to go even more green. Starting this month, the St. Mary's Foreign Church at Pallipuram, Alappuzha, has adopted shroud burials, abandoning the traditional wooden coffins. Church authorities say it is a meaningful move towards eco-friendly practices. But what about the coffin industry? Industry? That concept was buried long ago in Kerala.